Hi everyone, this is just a quick race briefing preview for the Canicross Petzl Night Runner for the Canicross runners. This was meant to be filmed at Canicross this morning, however when I turned up it was cold, it was wet, and so I didn't want to go outside and record it. So instead this looks a little bit like some sort of hostage video, but I'm just doing it in my kitchen so that you can get the information that you need. Anyway, so for the 10k run, it's really, really simple. You're going to start 10 minutes earlier than everybody else. So that's going to be at 6:50. We'll set the dogs off on their own because they get a bit excited, so it's a bit easier. So that means that potentially if there's some really fast runners, they'll catch you up. And if you're really fast and there's some slower runners, you might catch them up. But the track is plenty wide enough in pretty much all of the route to have two people going side by side. All I ask is if you are overtaking people, you give them a nice, loud, clear, friendly warning that you're passing with a dog, just so that people aren't too scared, thinking that they're getting chased by a wild animal. It is a head torch run. You need to make sure you have a head torch or a chest torch, but you need to be lit up. Don't get put off by the fact that when you leave at 5, 6, whatever to get there, it's not dark. It will definitely be dark by the time you come to finish, unless you're doing a 5-minute 10k. So you must have a head torch. You cannot run without a head torch or chest torch. So please come with that. There is a water stop at around a k and a half, and then you'll hit it at the end of the first lap. So that'll be at about 6k-ish. And then you'll see it again about a kilometre from the end. So you go past that water station 3 times before you start heading back towards the finish. So you'll see it as you begin your first lap, you then do a lap, you then go round one more time, so you do 2 laps, and then you go back to the finish. It's simple to follow. All the route markings are high-vis, they've got high-vis stickers attached to them, should be incredibly easy to follow. If you don't see a marker for 3 or 4, or not even that, 2 minutes as you're going along, you've probably missed one. You should be able to look ahead and you should be able to light it up with your head torch. I've put lots out there. We'll have people running all day as well. They'll be out there testing the course for you. So there's plenty of markers out there. You shouldn't ever be too far from a marker. If somehow you do manage to get yourself lost, get back onto the course, just turn around and follow the markers. If you're really, really lost, follow the way markers that are the permanent markers that Forestry England put out, and get yourself back to HQ, back to Birches Valley, where we'll be stationed. As I say, there's a water station out on the course. We'll have dog bowls out there as well. We'll have dog bowls at the start/finish as well. And that's about it, really. Enjoy yourself. Just go sensibly. Like I say, just give people warning if you're passing with dogs. I'd suggest if you can, light your dog up as well. If you can't, don't worry about it. But it just makes things a little bit easier if you've got your dog lit up or your lead lit up. Just for clarity, you can only run with 1 dog, so you can't have 2 dogs going. And they need to be in a harness. Whether you have that attached to your waist belt, like most people like to, or whether you have it in your hand, like Parkrun likes to have. I'm not fussed, but it just needs to be a Canicross. I want to say vest. I don't mean vest. You know what I mean, not a collar. So it needs to be a proper Canicross harness. That's the word I'm looking for. Canicross harness. And that's about it. The route will be 10k. There'll be signs out. One will say, at the water station, there'll be one that says lap 2 with an arrow pointing to your left. There'll be one that says finish line only with an arrow pointing to your right. You should only be following that finish line arrow when you're about 9k-ish. So please don't get back to the start and tell me that you've run 3 laps or that you've run 1 lap. We did the event last year. Everybody managed to do it correctly, apart from one person. So it's easy enough to follow. It's very, very clear where the beginning and the start of the lap is, because you see the water station. You go past the water station 3 times before you start, before you come home. So that's the key thing to remember. On the 3rd time you see it, follow the finish only arrow. Excellent. Right, if you're watching this beforehand, then I'll see you in the evening, whether that's tomorrow or today, but I'll see you Tuesday evening at 10 to 7. Make sure you're there to pick up your race number beforehand as well, obviously, so don't leave it too late to get there. All right, thank you.